Ryan from Leafs Fan TV here. So, tough loss tonight. They were on the road trip. Do you think that it attributes to how tired they were?
The back-to-back definitely plays into the whole thing. I don't know if we should have played Anderson or not, but it was not great.
Well, what do you think of that? Would you have played Anderson in these two, or do you save him in case you need to play him on the two on the weekend?
I would have played McElhinney last night and Anderson tonight.
All right, man. What do you think of the game right off the bat there?
They played like shit. It was brutal.
Why do you think that happened? They look tired. I know they came off the road trip there back to back. Do you think that had anything to do with it?
Yeah, but I mean, they're professional athletes. I mean, you expect to have a good back-to-back game. I know Curtis played a hell of a game. Curtis played a great game.
So you wouldn't have started Freddie. That had nothing to do with the goalie, obviously.
No. Curtis played a hell of a game. I mean, what do you make? 33 saves?
I guess they weren't too strong on the back check this evening. In the future, we want to see more goals. Obviously, to get one in the last, in the last 5 minutes of the third period is a big bummer. You know what? I guess they're all a team of rookies still. There's like 9 rookies on the team this year.
I just think they just weren't hitting any of the goals that they kind of were trying to get, and they just weren't playing as a team as much as they used to usually play.
Tonight was sloppy.
Sloppy.
That's about all you can say about it.
Yeah,
Missed opportunities, wide open nets a couple times, shots weren't taken. Sloppy.
I think it was a whole defensive shutdown in terms of the whole system. So I don't think it's just defensemen. I don't think it's just McElhinney. It's just everybody looked tired out there. You know, that we weren't even pressuring the puck in the offensive zone how we should have been. So for me, it's straight up just exhaustion.
Well, you must have enjoyed the game.
Oh, I love the game. You know, it was good. It got to crush the Leafs. I'm not a big Leafs fan. As you can see, go Caps, go.
What do you think of the game? I know it was disappointing.
Hey, they're coming off a back-to-back. I mean, number one team in the NHL, as far as I'm concerned. Washington's always the guy that we got to watch out for. We put our backup in to give our starter a rest, which I thought was a brilliant move. Going down the stretch, we need those last 3 games to be wins, especially the one against Tampa. It's a 4-point game. I like the move of putting McElhinney in. I mean, they've been playing great. We're due for a loss. I mean, I hate to say it, Leaf fans, I'm sorry, but we're due for a loss. We've been on fire. So, but I mean, I like the overall, punch of the game. But we were slower. We were the slower team, obviously.
Yeah, I think that was really evident. Back-to-backs are tough, and I agree with, Curtis has been good. You don't think you'd start Freddie, though, to clinch, knowing you were in that position?
You know what? No, he's got to have a rest. You can't rest him in the playoffs. You can't rest him in the last 3 games.
But you do, if you clinch, you can rest him one of those games.
I understand, but you know what? You got to have McElhinney have a game. You got to have McElhinney not come off the bench cold, just in case we get an injury to Anderson. I'm going to knock on wood right now and find some wood. Hold on 1 second. So we don't jinx it. Basically, yeah, you don't want to have McElhinney go cold, and you don't want to have him, play against maybe a crappier team than Washington. Today, you got to test. Today, the team got to test. They understand where they're at. They understand that they got to win, and it takes time to definitely process that after a back-to-back. But bottom line, we're supposed to lose this game. I mean, I'm a Leaf fan, diehard. This is a great team. We're seeing a magic in the making. But Washington's a way better team. They're built right now. So why put our number one guy in when you need to give him a rest at some point? Why not put McElhinney in? And you win, it's a bonus. If you lost, you knew you were going to lose, right?
I thought they probably should have played Anderson myself.
So you do think they should have played Anderson. Is that because of the clinching factor?
More than likely, yeah. Of course. It's a big game. Big game, you play your big players.
Would you not be worried about this weekend if you did that, though?
But if you clinch, you don't got to worry about this weekend.
All right, hey, guys. Tough loss tonight, but what do you think of the game?
It was a good game. I had so much fun, even though they lost. But the goal at the end was pretty good. Enjoyed that.
I think it was perfect. I didn't really mind the loss, but I did really enjoy the last minute goal.
Do you think Washington, the fact that it was Washington trying to clinch that President's Trophy, that may be really?
They're a good team. They're trying to get the President's Trophy, right? Like Toronto will play a Washington type team in the playoffs if they make it.
What?
Right?
Do you have any fear of them missing?
I mean, yeah. Like what they just showed. I mean,
you're really disappointed by this game, man.
Like they didn't play playoff hockey. They didn't play like they were trying to clinch a playoff spot. And I know it's a back-to-back, but like you're trying to clinch a playoff spot, boys.
Well, it's at the point now, win and you're in. They only need 2 more points to clinch.
Boston helped them out today, and they didn't help themselves out. So
Well, Tampa on Thursday, so hopefully, I mean, they win that. It's good.
Yeah, I mean, but Tampa's a strong team too, right? You're looking at Tampa. Tampa can come in. Tampa in the triplets.
So do you think there's a realistic shot that they could lose the next 3 games or not get a point in the next 3 games?
Realistic shot, yeah, but they can win all 3, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
They can win 100% all 3 games.
Yeah, they could.
Get 6 points, Get 6 points, get in the playoffs, rolling in the playoffs.
Tough loss. What do you think was the cause of that loss?
What do we say? It's the best team in the league. I mean,
best team in the league, number 1 team, right?
You gotta go in expecting a loss.
It was a tough loss. They obviously just didn't get much generated there offensively.
What do you think was the reason for that?
Oh, it's a
Domination.
It's a back-to-back. It's a back-to-back, and they're going up against the Caps, who are rested. I mean, it's not a surprise, really.
Well, it looks like one of you are happy tonight, at least.
We should have left him home.
Well, what do you think of the game, man?
Oh, it was awesome. I was hoping it would be a closer game, more suspense, but the outcome was good for me, but I would have been like a bit more competition.
Well, you guys?
Oh, Jesus.
It was a hard one to watch for sure. We were hoping that it was going to go the other way for us, but it was a good game nonetheless.
Well, they're a little bit tired from yesterday's game against Buffalo, so they had to come into the city and, tired. They didn't look like they had their legs out there for sure.